Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. I'm in the veggie garden today because today the job is to chop down these Jerusalem artichokes that you can see here. So they've done their dash. Autumn is when they're finished. So what I'm going to do is with my trusty choppers, these are the best things ever. They were a birthday present last year from my son Jake, and they're just so good. So I'm going to chop them down and just leave the stalks. I don't know if you can see them, so that when it's time to dig up the Jerusalem artichoke itself, which is called, I think, a tuber, we'll know where they are. And next year I am not going to let them grow in my garden like this. So I'll pop up some videos that we've been doing. There's a bit of fencing. Jerry and Lynn, Robert's brother, came up for a weekend and helped heaps, and Lynn did so much around the garden, whippersnipped, and everything is looking good. And a little bit of the boys making the holes for the fence posts. Show you our new ducks. So they're pretty groovy. They're a gift from the neighbours. So I really enjoy watching them. And anything else that we're doing. We're heading to New Zealand next week for a little holiday to go and visit some of my family, which will be lovely. We haven't been to New Zealand since 2019 because of that thing called COVID. And this is our first opportunity to head back now that the farm's sort of, it's okay to leave, and we've got our daughter Bryony and her partner coming up for the week and some friends, so it will be in good hands. So enjoy, and I hope you all had a great Anzac day. We did. We got off the farm and enjoyed some sunshine, went for a little walk. It's always nice. And today we've got a little bit of rain. Let's hope we get a bit more than just a drizzle, which is what's happening at the moment, because we need to fill a dam and the ground is really dry. So we're hoping for a little bit of rain. But enjoy, and I hope you're all well. And thanks for tuning in. Till next time. See ya. Check out these choppers in action. Oh, can you see them? Look, so these are the stalks, and I'm just going along and chopping them where I can. And it even chops this big fat one here. Just go around, chop all these stalks off, and they will all go in the compost pile. So we're going to have Jerusalem artichokes for days. But now we get some sunlight back into the back of this garden, which will be good. Look at this volunteer pumpkin. I'll keep going. Chop, chop, chop.
So they've dumped about 4 or 5 truckloads of gravel on the driveway. Part of the way anyway. Gary's just levelling it out and smoothing it off, packing it in with the bobcat. It's about a 4-ton bobcat, so it's doing a pretty good job with that. And he's been running up the driveway up to the house, which will bring it up a treat. You can see he's gone all the way down to where the driveway forks off to the house. There's some big rocks amongst it all.
Started making the fence up the front. This is Steve in his tractor with his big post hole digger and rammer. See if we can get some action. looks like that. The post is in. A few more posts to go, all up the driveway there, and then they'll start putting the wires on, and then this paddock will be back in action, which will be good because probably in 4 or 5 weeks the animals will need to come back up into this paddock. And there's some nice green growth in there because we've had some beautiful warm days and a little bit of rain, but not enough rain to put anything in the dam yet. We're out in the back paddock and it's moving day for the animals. So Robert's just moving the electric fence so that we can drive in here and spring rains come down. They know when it's moving day. They're so clever because they can see us moving the fence. And she's come down and she goes, I've not seen that bit of grass before.
Come on. Come on.
They're coming. Hello, sheeps. They're running.
Sheep are through.
Sheep are just going underneath. The cows are pretty good.
Come on, girls.
But they're very good. They didn't go through it. Yay! Fresh grass. Fresh grass. And then we've set up the tote here to give them water because there isn't a trough down this end of town. What about that pine tree, Sweet?
I'll run down and put a little fence around it, but I don't think they eat pine.
We'll see, won't we? Nice. Fence back up so that now we've got an alleyway we can drive down to the dairy. That's easy. Done. All right, so we're out the back of the house in the home paddock, and the boys have put
having a crack at fencing.
yeah, having a crack at fencing. So this is Jerry, Robert's eldest brother, and Lynn are up for the weekend. So you can see what they're doing. That's very technical turning stuff. Look at this special turning tool.
Well, this is the second attempt on this one. We stuffed it up. Would not meet Gary's
High expectations
because I mucked up a loop. But that's all right. We're working it out.
Absolutely, looks good.
I look professional with my pouch.
You do, Dale.
Yeah.
You look great.
Look like I know what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
Except I don't really.
We'll work it out. Because that's what farmers do. We work shit out.
That's
Work shit out.
Yeah.
That's it. So this fence goes all the way down here, and then they'll take it up here, and then
Through there. Yeah.
back down there. So the boys have finished the one down the bottom,
Beautiful.
and now they're starting on this one. Now they're just putting all these posts in.
Pull the post towards you.
It looks like hard work. Oh, brotherly love.
This one out for the next.
Doing a good job. We'll nearly have this little paddock fenced off, which will be a great area to put the animals in. And then we need them to have some space.
Very good.
That's how you put a fence post in. So now we've got a new fence up the back here, which is got the house in this paddock and all the fruit trees. So there's a fence there, a little pedestrian gate out to that paddock. And then we've got a new fence here, which is on the side of the pig pen. And then the fences that the boys are doing. So slowly but surely we're getting some new fences, which is great because these are so sturdy. But these are going to be hot wired as well. So where you see the black insulators, there's going to have 2 hot wires on that fence. This one will actually have to have another one when pigs go back into there, but they've done such a good job. They look great.
It's a beautiful morning here on Stony Creek, and just a quick update. Here's the driveway. I've got most of the posts, the strainer posts banged in, and most of the time you only get to see the finished result, but I've been working on this old fence line for about, I don't know, 2 hours so far. So most of the time this is the unglamorous side, rolling up all the old wire, pulling down all the bits and pieces, cutting up wire, all the knots, and pulling out fence posts. And some of these suckers just took me, I don't know, a good couple of minutes to get one of these guys out because it was so hard. And I'm only 65 kilos, and I used every bit of me jumping up and down on that bar to try and get it to budge. Once they get going, they're all right. But I've got to remove all of these posts and the gate all the way down to the next corner, where I'll just join into the one that goes down the bottom past the dam. So we'll update you with when it's finished run. It might take a few weeks because the animals I'm not expecting to bring the cows and sheep up here for another at least month and a half, so it gives me plenty of time to get this all in shape before they're back again.
I'm down at the original dam, and you might be able to see our ducks. So these 2 ducks were given to us by the neighbours because they were raised at their place and they didn't want them. So they're 2 drakes, and they're quite big, and they brought them over and they've lived happily ever since here. So we've had them probably for a month, and they've been joined by a little woodland duck, and she looks like a she, and they just chuff around here, and they come up to us now when we feed the roosters, which I'll show you in a tick, and I'll try and get a better shot of them. But the dam is slowly losing some water. We really need a good rain, and our new dam hasn't got anything in it yet. Just waiting for the big downpour. I'm sure it will happen at some stage, but yeah, they're our ducks. So what would you call 2 drakes? Donald and Daffy. Their father's name was Donald actually, and Donald's no longer with us, so Donald too. But I'll pan round and show you. This is what was our corn patch, which is now our rooster haven. So out of all the mishmash we incubated and hatched in New Year, so far 9 of them are roosters, which is a bit disappointing. I only know that 2 are definite hens, so out of that there's 1 copper Moran and 1's probably an olive egger, so hopefully we'll get some coloured eggs. But all these boys, they're about 16 weeks now, so they sadly can't stay on the farm because we just don't have room. So they will become our food, and they will be quite good eating because they're only young. So we'll process those in the next week or 2. But they have a pretty good life. They get to scrounge around, dig out bugs, eat lots of grass, and they get fed 2 or 3 times a day as well. So at the moment they've got a good life until they don't. So there's our boy end of town, the roosters and the ducks, plus 1 little one. Sunny day here today. First really cold morning was 1 degree this morning when we woke up, so the frost is not far away at all. But the beautiful sunny day makes up for it. So here are the boys coming for an afternoon snack. They almost come up to you. Give them some food, they'll come a bit closer, but they're the funniest things. They make the funniest noises. But look at them. Hello, boys. Waddling around. There you go, I'll try and give them some more. Come on. There you go. They want to come to this closest one. Look at them. Oh, yep. Not a fan of Millie. She does chase them. So there are our newest additions to the farm. The boys. The Drakes. Just before I sign off and say goodbye, I thought I'd give you a quick update on Miss Speckle too. She is still sitting in here. You see, she might peek me. And she hasn't got off the nest for a couple of days, but there's certainly no peeping of any chicks, and I really thought it would have happened by now, so I'm not sure. We'll give her another couple of days, but we may have to get her off and remove the eggs. So sadly, it just may not be her time to be a mama. Cover it back up. Sorry, Miss Speckle, but yeah, I haven't seen her get off for a couple of days, so we'll keep you updated, but at this stage, no chicks. So thanks for spending some time with us, and thanks for watching our video. Until next time, we'll see you back on the farm.